Introduction to PSI processing. Do not hearken too well to the man or woman who would tell you this system will not work. He would not feel safe if people around him grew too strong. And you are stronger than you think. The wise man tests before he talks. The critic, but follows the fad of a cynical and apathetic age. You have a right to your own opinion. This system works, or it doesn't according to your experience. Not all the authorities in Christendom can alter natural law. This is a level 2 PSI process for PSI beings. Here are the benefits of this PSI process. 1. To know whatever it may be that inhibits your success and his general happiness. 2. To increase your efficiency and zest for living as much as 50% or more. 3. To rid yourself of the effects of psychosomatic illness such as sinusitis, migraines, arthritis, and the various aches and illnesses which comprise 70% of man's ills. 4. To administer therapy to yourself without assistance from another. 5. To understand and alleviate whatever concerns and anxieties you may have. This book and its self-help system used a half hour a day on the bus, going to work, during the lunch hour, at home for just 1 week may markedly improve your health and happiness. This video contains tests by which you can clearly establish your quality and capabilities and by which you can estimate the gains you are making by using it daily for 7 days. It contains dozens of lists of questions which you answer and which simply, by being answered, may increase your physical stamina and ability beyond anything before possible. It may have your reaction time, banish allergies and psychosomatic ills, and give back to you an excellent memory and social poise. Let's get started.
Good afternoon. This is Mr. Bruce, and this is Sorry Processing number 5, level 5. And we're going to continue to do some miracle healing that happens from the inside out. And you're going to feel very good in different areas of your body and different situations going on in your mind. And you'll just have an individual reaction that will be good. So let's get started. You buried something you didn't want. You were too busy to see an enemy. You stood by somebody. You saw something you disliked in a cage. You answered a call from a friend. You broke a cane. You captured an enemy. You no longer had to be careful. You found somebody cared. You enjoyed being careless. A cat you didn't like walked away from you. You discovered you weren't the cause. They couldn't catch you, and you realized it. You were certain of a friend. Somebody believed you were clever. You found an enemy and was clumsy. You didn't have to clothe yourself as directed. You threw away a collar. You didn't have to comb your hair. You were comfortable with a person. You saw an enemy coming and didn't meet him. You could come as you please. An enemy had to obey your command. You found you were in command. You heard an enemy was committed. You were in good company. You took compassion on an enemy. You were discovered to be a good companion. You felt complete. You were happy to dig. You dispersed many objects. You mastered something you distrust. You did what you pleased with something. You understood an object you had doubted. You drew something to you. You gave an animal a drink. You watched an object drop. You dwelt in a pleasant place. You waited eagerly. Something looked too good to eat. You successful in moving an object after a great deal of effort. You enclose an object. You escape from an object. You successfully examined something dangerous. You were excited about something. You exercised an animal. You turned the object on its face. An object was faithful. You drew something far away from you. You made something go fast. You overcame the fear of an object. You fed an animal. You took the first thing that came to you without qualms. You made an object fit. You watched somebody flee from you and an object as you approached it. You awaken in a pleasant space. You awaken in a pleasant place. You burnt off a space. You blindly but successfully got through an area. You enjoyed a black space. You made a box. You went into a pleasant place. You took something out of a place. You fill a place full. You enjoyed a box. You let a space be occupied. You broke into a forbidden space. You collected many things in a space. You created heat. You brought a light. You extinguished unfriendly energy. You lit a light. You regusted fire. You regulated fire. You successfully applied energy. You burnt something you didn't want. You arranged lightning well. You boiled something. You made a machine run. You dissipated heat. You chilled something. You went from a dark place into a friendly lit place. You found something with a light. You warmed somebody. You hid something to eat. You were glad to enter a warm place. You made a cold place warm. You found companionship in fire. You found somebody who was warm against you. You approached a good time. You utilized some time yesterday. You were glad it was dark. You left darkness behind you. You were happy with the sunrise. You watched twilight fade. You saw lighted windows. You found something with a light. You found somebody was warm again. You foresaw how something could be and so arranged it. You imagined something and constructed it. You envisioned how a place would look and went there. You were forced to admit you lied when you have told the truth. You enjoyed a time today. You'll utilize some time today. You find your time was well spent. You decided that things had not been so bad. An object resisted you. Recall the earliest incident that you can get. Recall all of these incidents one after the other in their entirety. You were right not to have accepted something. You gave away a present you have received. You destroyed an object somebody forced upon you. You left the place you were supposed to be. You were happy to be in a place you weren't supposed to be in. You owned something. You enjoyed something. You went fast. You enjoyed a good loaf. You felt strong. Somebody you disliked departed. Somebody helped you. You turned on a light. You heard some good music. You felt young. You received money. You laughed at a joke. You had a friend. You felt energetic. And that will do it for level 5 auditing. And I hope that you get a lot of benefit out of this. Again, use these lists over and over past the point of boredom, because that's when they actually start working. When you're so bored with them and say, oh no, I can't do this list no more, do it again and you'll really see the great results of it, okay? All righty. Arrivederci, Mr. Bruce, and goodbye.